last quarter and the last few minutes, it was a very tight game. Obviously very nerve-wracking for everybody. What was your advice, Nat, in that couple of timeouts for the girls?
My advice, we wanted to get to some particular two games. One we didn't quite get to, and then the next one we then the girls, responded and got to what I wanted to go to. So, they clogged the key on us tonight. They probably overhelped a little bit. We didn't quite find the open person. But I just want to say with what we were doing, our cutting tonight was great. We were finding the open cutters, and then we just got a little bit stagnant at times. But it was just, you say with the process, just talking with these guys, and for a lot of the last quarter, we've got two 19-year-olds and a 22-year-old on the floor, keeping us in games and giving us a chance to win a game. So for me, valuable experience minutes, for the likes of Brazzy, Borlays and Borny as well. So, in that sense, happy with the way that we stuck with the process for the 40 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Booting off your cuts and looks at the basket, you have really good ball movement. With some of the cuts, you've got some tough calls like fouls and out of bounds calls. How did you deal with that? And as players, was that tough to play through?
Yeah, I think it's always tough to play through, when the ball is not in your hands. But I think we're a really smart group, and we just look to the next play, and we switch the defence automatically, and we've got to get the next stop and then go again. So we don't back down if the calls are against us. I think that's a really great trait in our group of players.
I remember round one when we spoke to one of your big things that you're going to work on was your rebounding, especially not allowing as many offensive rebounds. And tonight, you guys ended up tied 40-40 in the game. Do you think that that's the biggest thing that's allowing you to stay in these games, having worked on that and improving it? Or do you think it's just the overall effort on the court that's continuing to keep you in these games?
Yeah, look, I think, if you look at statistically wise, we're the second best defensive team in the league. We're just not rolling the way that I'd love us to roll in offense. We're a little bit inconsistent in what we do there. So as far as, the rebounding, the boxing out, the tagging, which is what we do, the girls are definitely, we've been working on that one-on-ones. We do a lot of defensive work. So I'm really happy with, the scores we've been keeping teams to. We find ourselves, 2 or 3 points short every game, and I feel like we're missing some easy stuff that we could probably make. So defensively, obviously, we don't want to not keep working on that. We'll keep grinding, and we're keeping teams to beatable scores. We've just got to find a way to put the more points on the board ourselves.
This one's for you, Taylor. Coming off Defensive Player of the Year and NBL1 Central this past season, do you think that that's the biggest area where you provide for this team, and especially in late game situations where you were hot on offense, you were still working on the defensive end? Is that something that you pride yourself on, mainly on the defensive end first before the offense, or is it something you'd like to, or is both areas where you'd like to continue providing on?
Of course, I'd like to provide offensively as well. Everybody does. But yeah, I think defense is an effort thing, and I pride myself on my defense, and I really think that I can bring some good defensive energy when I'm on. Whenever my players got the ball, I just want to try and get the ball back. So I think going through my ACL and stuff, I think that prepared me really well to become a good defender, just to get really strong and agile. So I think that's really helped me out this season. Probably surprised myself in that area. I haven't really been known in the past to be a defensive player, but no, I'm super happy to have people guarding the stars of other teams. It's awesome experience to learn from them.
I just got one more. This game, Sydney did a really good job of keeping Turner off the boards. Usually Turner has a couple more rebounds than she got tonight. Was that tough, not having her around the boards as much, or how did subbing go with that?
Oh, look, I probably don't. We know what Breezy's going to bring every game. They did a good job, like you said, to keep her off the boards. for me, having Brianna on the court kind of anchors all the back of our defence. And, you know, that's why it's tough to get her out. One of our best talkers, she's assertive, she's super smart. Like I said, she anchors the back, she covers what you probably don't even see people open because she covers that. So, you know, I'm not too upset, you know, she didn't have as many defensive rebounds as you know, she normally would, but that's other people chipping in as well. So offensively, rebounding wise, she probably where she is. Defensively would just seem to be more shared around, which is what we've kind of asked the group to do. You know, we can't bank on, you know, Brianna getting 16, 17 rebounds every game. It's just too tough with, you know, the effort that she's giving, you know, defensively before that.
Absolutely. I think that's all I've got. So thank you.
Sorry, one more from me that I've wanted to ask for a couple of weeks now is, for you as a coach, obviously you speak a lot about Brianna's defensive side of the ball, but having a big who's able to play make as well as she does, is that something you work your offense around? And for you, Taylor, is that something that you, when she's got the ball, she hit you a few times on your cuts, do you think that when she's got the ball, you're more likely to cut to the basket?
Yeah, when I get to Breezy, I'm always looking to cut. You know, she's so tall, she can, you know, see over defenders. She can kind of see spaces that other people can't necessarily sometimes. So, yeah, she's a great facilitator. She really sees the whole court really well. So it's great to have her facilitating like that. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think when we signed Brianna, that was kind of when our offensive kind of, you know, schemes started to come together because we knew what we had as a passer. She's so smart. She calls timeouts at practice and she can pick every play apart. We have her bring the ball up the floor and she's actually calling plays like a point guard. And we feel very comfortable with having her handle and calling sets out. So yeah, I'd love her to be more aggressive at the hoop. She's so selfless and she wants to set her teammates up. So, you know, we'll keep pushing her to be more aggressive at the rim, but I mean, these girls know that they need to know where the ball is when she's got it, because otherwise it's going to hit them in the back of the head. But yeah, just a super smart player and happy to run every single set through her if we had to.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Easy. Good job, Francie. Good girl.